Let's add custom tooltips to our items and blocks. 121 Minecraft modding course is available down below, with over 11 hours of content covering everything from the basics all the way to block entities and custom mobs. Alright, friends, we're back in channel once more, and in this tutorial we're going to be adding a custom tooltips to our items as well as a custom block over here, and you'll see that most of this is basically going to be a very similar process. We basically always have to override the append hover text method. But let's just take a look. First of all, we're going to add it to our magic block. Now, in this case, we will need to use a custom block class or a custom item class. However, at the very end over here, so we're going to do like 3 different types of basically tooltips. At the end, we'll also see a way of doing it with an anonymous class, so you don't actually, in theory, have to create a whole nother class for it. But let's just see. What we want to do is we want to override the append hover text method right here. Simply hit tab to autocomplete it, and there we go. And inside of here, very straightforward, we want to call the tooltip components list.add. So we're going to add a component to it, component.translatable. Here we're going to pass in the key. In this case, it's going to be tooltip.tutorialmod. Let's say magic_block. And then we can just call this tooltip again. That's going to be fine. There we go. And that's basically it, right? So this is now going to be translated to whatever we define in the en_us JSON file. So for the sake of argument, let's just add this. So basically, I'm going to copy this over, including the quotation marks, and I'm just going to add this at the bottom here. And then this is going to be translated to, let's say this block is very magical. And I will also add some amount of formatting to this. So to add formatting, you want to use the paragraph symbol and then a certain code. I'm going to link down below a wiki article on the formatting codes, as well as leave you the paragraph symbol, because I know that the normal like US and UK keyboards, they don't have this, I'm pretty sure. I'm using the German keyboard, and obviously the German keyboard has the paragraph symbol for paragraphs for laws. I mean, you know, they'll joke right themselves, but there you go. That's the whole idea. So that is going to actually make this magical over here with this paragraph 9. That's going to color this all blue, and then the R over here, the paragraph R, that is going to be sort of the end character, so everything in between gets colored blue. So that's going to be pretty cool indeed. And let's then take a look. So this is going to be added to the magic block. And now the next one is, well, let's add it to the chisel item as well, because why the frick not? So we're going to go into the chisel item over here, and the same thing applies. Simply overwrite the append hover text method, and the same thing goes. However, here, what I actually want to do is when I hover over the chisel, what I want is I wanted to say press shift for more information. And then when I hold down shift, that is when I want the text to display. So to do that, we're going to say if screen.hasShiftDown. We're then going to do one thing and then an else statement here, and then do another thing. In the hasShiftDown, once again, tooltip components.add. We're going to add the component.translatable. This is going to be tooltip. This is tutorialmod.chisel. And then let's say shift_down. So we know this is displayed when we are actually holding down shift, and then simply copy this over, as easy as that. And there you go. And then this one is going to be just chisel in this case. And once again, let's translate both of those as well. And of course, the actual keys, right? You can define whatever you want in this case, right? I'm just going to try to make it somewhat, you know, similar in all capacities, just so that we have, you know, somewhat of an idea of how it's going to look like. So this is going to be the shift down, means that this is going to be displayed when we like hold down shift. So there's going to be this item can change or can chisel blocks into bricks for the sake of argument, right? I think that that's fair enough. And then the chisel here is going to be, that's going to be the, well, press shift if you want more information. So this is going to be press, and then we're going to do paragraph E, yes, shift, paragraph R, and that's going to be for more information. There you go. So now when we hover over the chisel, what we're going to find is we're going to get the press shift for more information. And then when we hold it down, then we're going to get this item can chisel blocks into bricks. That's pretty cool, right? Now, we've seen this 2 times with the custom block, with the custom item, both of them having classes. Now, where the question is, okay, I actually now want to add this to like all of my different items, right? I want to add it to bismuth or raw bismuth. Do I really need like a custom item class every time? It seems a little bit wasteful. And I agree with you. And that is why what we can do is we can make an anonymous class right here. Now, if you don't know what an anonymous class is, highly recommended to brush a little bit up on your Java knowledge, because that can be quite useful. In this case, when we're making a new item, what we can simply do is add the curly brackets over here, and now this is an anonymous class, meaning that inside of those curly brackets, we can overwrite any method from the item class, or anything, any of its descendants, basically. So that means that if we start typing in append hover text, you can see it suggests this to us, and we can overwrite it. And here we can simply say, once again, tooltip components.add. We're going to add the component.translatable. I'm going to say tooltip.tutorialmod.radish.tooltip. Let's say, there we go. And we can then also translate this one. So we'll once again just take this to the en_us JSON file. And this is going to be, this is tastes really great. Something like that, really great. Awesome. Right, so that's going to be our custom tooltip for the radish, and those are going to be all of our different tooltips, and mostly, all you're really going to need in terms of what you need to know for your tooltips. So in this case, let's jump into the game and see our tooltips for the first time. Alright, friends, I'm back in Minecraft, and let's take a look over here. If I go to the items and I hover over this, you can see press shift for more information. If I hold down shift, this item can chisel blocks into bricks. Absolutely freaking fantastic. The same thing, of course, the radish tastes really great. Awesome. And then for our blocks, you can see this block is very magical. Absolutely freaking fantastic. So you can see all of the different tooltips work totally fine, exactly like we would expect them to. And there you go. That is custom tooltips added to Minecraft. Awesome. All of the code is of course available down below, but that's gonna be it for this tutorial right here. Next time in this video, we'll talk about custom tags. Hope to see you there. So yeah.